What up? What up? Little late night live stream for the XRP pump. Appreciate everyone coming today. Let me just finish getting everything set up here on the back end. Just got out of the gym, wasn't necessarily prepared for this, but don't have much going on tonight, so figured we'd throw up a little live stream and see how everyone's doing. If you're getting here early, also make sure to drop a like on the stream. Very, very helpful, and appreciate everyone for doing that. And let me just finish up setting up the thumbnail here, and we'll get this thing rolling. Hopefully, we can get some nice price action too. I don't want to Alex Cobb this live stream. That'd be tragic. Lucky Long, what up? What up? Good to see you. Strong Mountain, good to see you, brother. Miguel, Jonathan, Station, Daniel, what up? What up? Good to see you, homie. Haven't seen you in a minute. All right, Daniel, make sure we have some buy orders in. We need to have a very good live stream for you being back here. Got to get the thumbnail finished up. 1 minute, guys. YouTube likes to make this as difficult as possible for me to set up. Fire Dog, good to see you. Yeah, you did call that Fire Dog. I was thinking about that when I got the stream going. Rondell, good to see you, brother. Taylor, what up? What up? Good to see you here. Oh, it's nice. It's nice getting the different crowd in the late night live streams. Obviously, it's more difficult for me to do these sometimes, but Keith, let me check, man. I was so busy all day. I'll pull that up in a second. Retro, what up? Montana? Yeah, everything's looking really good right now. Got to get some momentum going tonight. Man, this ruling needs to come in and just send this thing ripping. Hopefully this week or next week. Fingers crossed. Silver Days, good to see you, brother. Of course, Silver Days. New Silver Days had to be here. That's awesome. King says he wants 66. Yeah, 66 would be nice. Also, guys, make sure if you're joining now, you drop a like on the stream. Super, super, super helpful. Got to get as many people in here as possible. Get the education going for XRP. Kawaii Girl. Good to see you, Kawaii Girl. Love to have you here. I had to check it out. The price action looked interesting, Kawaii Girl, and we got to celebrate the pumps here. Fire Dog says there was 2 million Coinbase sitting there, stopping it after about 6 million over the whole day. 4 was 8 already today. The last 2 was waiting. I was hoping they wouldn't. Oh, very interesting, Fire Dog. That's great analysis there. That's great analysis. Yeah, no, Fire Dog. Oh, here we go. Nice big green candle coming in. All right, here we go. Yeah, Fire Dog was essentially calling this 63.75 resistance. We got shot down here originally. Ultimately, we kind of built our way back up through it and kind of had this big movement upward. The monster. Yeah, where's RPM? Where's RPM? Think Space, what up? Good to see you. $6.375. Yeah, you could see it right here. Coinbase chart. I don't know if I might be able to bring up the Coinbase. I probably can. Yeah. XRP. You know the pairing? I'm assuming USD. Oh, yeah, right there. Yep, you could see it come in right there. Patrick, good to have you. The light. Love you too, man. Appreciate all the love on these live streams. You guys are absolutely incredible. Streaming has become one of my favorite things because of how awesome you guys are and how awesome you make the community. So really appreciate you guys all for being here, and let's hope we get some nice positive price action here. I want to be like the anti-Alex Cobb here. So much love for Alex Cobb. Love that guy, but don't want to have that same effect on the market. We can't take 2 live streamers doing that. That would be dangerous. 1970, good to see you, man. Great to have you here. Yeah, once in a while we can kick up a late night here, 1970. Just got to make sure I don't get broken up with or don't drive my roommates crazy. But a little XRP price pump, sometimes you got to make it work. See, I saw another good message. Haha. That's so funny, Taylor. I'll tell her. I'll tell her. We want to make sure we can all enjoy the pump. 1970 HODL. Yeah, great guy. Super excited to have you here, man. And I know the hours get a little mixed up, so it's nice to be able to do a late night live stream and get you covered here. All right, we won't read that one out loud. Won't read that one out loud. That's funny though. Rising wedge and in the cloud, we're gonna take an exhale, prob pull back to 63.75. Yeah, that's possible. It's hard to know here. Once XRP gets moving, it can get pretty parabolic. So if we zoom out a little bit on the hourly chart, we can see we have a pretty nice clean break here. It's possible we can really get some extension going on. It's possible we can really get some extension going on. We're going to keep our eye on it. Let's take a look at XRP BTC. Just in the meantime, all right, looks like we're putting in some good candles here. Actually, right around a breakout on XRP to BTC, to be honest with you guys. If we could get a nice little pump on XRP here and get to this level right here, we could have a breakout on XRP to BTC and the XRP price chart. Taylor said, what's your take on Russia rumors? We know Ripple only works with non-sanctioned countries. Would they use XRP and not be on RippleNet? It's a good question, Taylor. I think it's very possible that they would just build their own software and just, I mean, no one can stop Russia from tokenizing a currency on the XRP ledger and then pairing their currency against XRP in an AMM and using it as a DeFi protocol. I mean, they can build their own centralized software to tap into that. At the end of the day, that's pretty much what Ripple does. I don't know if they need the XRP reserve in order to do that themselves, right? I don't think they necessarily need to. So I think there's a possibility you could see a lot of countries that are sanctioned by the United States still using the XRP ledger, just not necessarily through Ripple. And I question if in some cases, right, Ripple won't have some involvement either way. I don't know. Does anyone know, does like Swift work with Russia? Let me see real quick. Yeah, so Swift did ban Russia. So I guess Ripple would follow suit in that. And then they would just, I'd probably have their own way of tapping into the XRP ledger. That's how I would see it happening. It's just going to come down to where XRP sits in the world, right? If it really does achieve that neutral liquidity status, then they would tap into it because it's the best liquidity. That's kind of the most important part about this with what becomes the best mousetrap. If you have a decentralized neutral liquidity that anyone can access or anyone can draw off of, then everyone will go there because it's the best liquidity out there. It has nothing to do with needing Ripple or whatever. It just has to do with you needing the best liquidity. And therefore, there's no reason a sanctioned country from the United States still couldn't work with XRP, the digital asset. It's kind of the beauty of having a decentralized digital asset. And hopefully into the future, right, as this industry gets built out, XRP becomes more neutral and more decentralized and has less involvement with Ripple itself. Ripple is just the primary company working with it, and hopefully many others. Like theoretically, you could have another Ripple that has nothing to do with Ripple, the company, using the XRP ledger for payments, right? So Ripple is almost going to be more of like a steward of the XRP ledger and kind of the leading development group behind it. And then also you're going to have a lot of other companies spinning up their own independent use cases for it. And there's no reason why you couldn't have another version of what Ripple does on the XRP ledger for a different subset of countries. So I wouldn't say that's something that's baked into the thesis for me, but it's something that certainly I believe is possible. Mary Cox, great to have you as a member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 6477. Should I go back to the XRP price chart? Take a look. Let me take a look. Yeah, we're gonna flip back. Okay, all right. Let's see on the minute chart. Just so you guys know, typically I would never pull out a minute chart, but during the live streams, right? We're not on here for a while, so it's nice to be able to capture these pumps on a shorter time frame and really watch them. And for some reason, I cannot get a good XRP price chart right now. All right, yeah, so we're still on a bit of a pullback here. I think there's a chance we get a nice big green candle in here, but let's pull over to we can do fiat leak. Check out that. I like to pull up fiat leak because then I can just let the screen sit for a minute and jump into some Q&A. Fiat leak always has a slightly pumped up XRP price as well. It's always a little higher than anything else. So that's always nice. Oh yeah, we're right around 65 cents on fiat leak. So we get a nice cannon coming in. Coinbase says 65 for you. All right, let's stay on fiat leak. XRP doesn't need any more legal trouble and getting in trouble with the U.S. government, with Russia being sanctioned and helping move their funds. Yeah, but no one can control the XRP ledger, right? So, oh, there we go. There it is. The thunder. Love that it does that. Let just I if it gets obnoxious, let me know. It should be quiet enough where it's not too bad. All right, it sounds like people like it. Awesome. Let's go, John Slack. Fire me up, baby. Yeah, let's keep this moving. Let's keep this moving. See what we got in the chat. Cobb is doing a live stream right now. Me and Cobb got to do a duo live stream at some point. We got to do a duo live stream at some point. I'd love to jump on with him. Cobb's an OG, man. Cobb's an OG. I remember one of his first videos. I like went back and like watched his channel just because I'm always so interested in what people's thoughts are of XRP when they first got into it. I think it's so cool being able to track kind of that progression of learning about XRP in the early days. So I thought it was interesting going back and looking at some of his original videos, and they're cool. It's really cool to see someone at his age at the time being so young and having such a deep understanding of ultimately what XRP could one day become. It's very interesting to me. He's drinking a beer as usual. That's awesome. Good for him. Good for him. Cobb's got 1,000 viewers. Wow, that's awesome. That's incredible. We got 1,200 across X and YouTube, but that's crazy that he puts up 1,000 just on YouTube. He's got a lot of subscribers, and that's what you get for figuring out this stuff in the early days. Congrats to him, man. FOMC and their entire Mag 7 and Coinbase meta report Thursday. Could be some rally. Yeah, I don't know. The market's been hesitant recently, so I want to see some good earnings. If anyone can put up good earnings, it's going to be Coinbase. Coinbase is going to be able to put up, I think, good earnings. I think Microsoft earnings were pretty decent today. I didn't get a chance to really look at them. Federal Reserve, I think, is going to hold, so I don't think there's going to be anything too interesting there. I think they'll pretty much sit where they're at. I would be shocked if the Federal Reserve pivoted. I think they're just going to continue to say that things are going in line. I think they'll pivot in September. The market kind of does the hard work for the Federal Reserve, right? Because if the market's predicting that rate cuts come in September, the Federal Reserve really doesn't have any reason to do it beforehand. Are you asking what website I'm on right now? This is Fiat Leak. Fiat Leak. We got another good one here. Take a look at this real quick. Oh yeah. Ripple settlement on August 1st. That would be incredible. I don't think there's going to be a settlement. I think we'll have a decision in this case. Hopefully right around the corner. Oh wow. Okay. Are we missing something right now? Oh, I think Fiat Leak is lagging right now. I think we're about to get a big pump, guys. Yeah, this looks like we're about to get something here. Hold on, let me go back over to Fiat Leak. Where's Fiat Leak ahead? I honestly believe XRP won't pump massively until after the case is over, when Ripple will truly let XRP just skyrocket. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much control Ripple really has over it. I think to some degree they can control the market. I, I don't know. It's speculative at that point. You would think they could control it to some substantial degree, but who knows? What's the last website I had on the screen? XRP, 3 XRP dev. Hike, you got to break 66 and stay above. Yeah, I agree. That's going to be a big level to hit. I mean, I totally agree. 66 is a big number, but I always find it funny when TA analysts do things like this. Like TA analysts will be like, we got to break that, and then that, and then that, and then that, and then you're sitting there looking, so like it's just gonna go like that, and like just arbitrary lines at a certain point. So I agree, there are definitely substantial levels. I and that's not what you were saying at all. I just think it's interesting when TA analysts do that. It's like, all right, well, every level's important. Let's see. It looks like we got something here. 52. All right, here we go. Nice big candle coming in here. Go back to this real quick. I'd like to hear another boom for 66 cents. Darren Naples, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Really appreciate that. And also, guys, appreciate you bearing with me here. I just got out of the gym and fired up this live stream, so I'm like sweaty and gross. You guys are incredible. So thank you for all the support you give me. Thank you, Darren Naples, for the gifted subs. Toasted, thank you so much. I just caught this. So there's two donations I didn't get to, so apologize for that. Toasted said, if Kamala has been meeting with Ripple, Circle, Coinbase, and Trump is pro crypto, is it a win-win? I don't see a downside ahead from other policies. Yeah, I think generally it's a win-win. I think you have to be careful with the Democrats right now. They have to prove themselves. I think they have to do something substantial prior to us being able to trust what they're saying. I would like to see them take action like fire Gary Gensler. I think that would be convincing that they're looking to actually change their position towards the industry. I think until then, the only thing they've done so far is attack the industry. We need to see real action before we can trust them, but it is definitely more of a win-win than it was a couple months ago. A couple months ago, they were openly anti-crypto. Now they're at least claiming to be pro-crypto. Need more action, but we are entering more of a win-win scenario. And I think the more pressure we can put on Democrats to just be technology neutral, I think the better we're going to be in terms of that actual win-win scenario. Think Space. Yes. That's funny. Think Space said, hey, Mick, I hope DWV is ready for when we all hit the 100,000 requirement. The flood soon comes. Yeah, absolutely. We can't wait for that. 1033 is AUD, which is 68 USD. Let's go. Awesome. Yeah, let's break that Australian dollar number. And meanwhile, we're getting a red candle on the charts. Hopefully, we can flip that around fairly quickly. On the minute charts, it's tough to analyze. It'll look like a big candle's coming in, and it gets totally flipped on itself instantly. So, jump back to the live chat. Yeah, Fiat Leak is awesome. Fiat Leak is awesome. Oh, awesome. John Slack just caught a membership. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love when that happens. Jeffrey, thank you so much for the donation, brother. Really, really appreciate that, man. Really means a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, what's happening right now? Oh, we're flipping back up. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Mickle for SEC. Oh man, I don't know if I'm getting any job at the SEC. Charts say we're going higher. Yeah, I hope so. Check the news real quick. Let's see if anything's going on in the news. Almost 500 on YouTube. Guys, make sure if you're over on YouTube, you just exit out of the live chat, drop a like on the stream. It's going to be the best way so that when YouTube is sending people over to crypto live streams, they fall on this live stream and hopefully learn about XRP, right? Like that's the best we can do. The best we can do as a community is promote the asset. Everyone's going to have a different way of doing that. Some people are going to build projects that people are going to come over to. Some people are going to do live streams and produce content. Some people are going to do investment. Like everyone's going to have their own kind of niche. And maybe your niche is literally just liking, sharing, promoting content that you find valuable. So there's always a way you can add some value to the community. I say this all the time. Like before I even started my channel, all I would do is find interesting content and send it to big XRP YouTubers and be like, hey, you should talk about this. And in the same way I did that, people do that for me. Like people like Taylor are constantly sending me incredible content. And I'm just like, wow, this is definitely something I want to cover. And then like having your guys' perspectives on it. So like just sharing content and liking good content is another great way to just help us creators see different things that you guys find interesting. At the end of the day, I always want to be making content you guys find interesting, and I'm making sure to cover the things that you guys have questions about. I heard some good news about Flare today. Mickle, is it true that Caleb and Brown custody your crypto? It's no longer yours, but in their possession? I don't know enough about Caleb and Brown, to be honest with you. I don't. I think it is in their possession. I don't think you have any kind of segregated vault, but don't take my word on that. I don't know enough about Caleb and Brown to make that assessment. So apologize there. And if I do find out more information on that, I'll definitely let you know. But Caleb and Brown's a broker, right? They're not a custodian. So and they don't claim to be, right? They don't claim to be a custodian. So always understand, like, you want to make sure you're using the right tool for the right application. I say this all the time. If you're using a broker as a custodian, right? Then you're not using the broker for its appropriate use case. You want to be using a custodian as a custodian and a broker as a broker. If they're both, they're both. They can be. But like you don't want to be using a broker as a custodian, just like you don't want to be using an exchange as a custodian. You don't want to be using a custody solution as an exchange, right? You want to make sure you're using each specific tool for its full intended use case. And the broken part about crypto right now is you need you need a million different tools, right? So obviously that's something we're looking to do at DWP. Put everything in one place for people, so you don't have to go to 10 different things to just try to access a simple financial product. Kawhi girl, I would agree. Why is XLM not following? Is it not? That's interesting. Let me take a look at XLM. Oh, XLM's following. Right? Jeez, what are these charts, man? Just want to look at XLM. XLM what? Don't know what's going on there. Those are some weird trading view charts. Does Stellar just have that bad trading view charts? No, I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, Stellar's following. I guess if you zoom out, wow, Stellar hasn't been performing well at all. Interesting. A lot of you know that I'm not a huge XLM person. Doesn't mean XLM can't do well. XLM has obviously performed well in the past. I don't think I own any. I don't own any XLM, but yeah, wow. XLM's really down there. I didn't realize that. I don't watch XLM really at all. I think I've been pretty open about my favoritism for XRP. Let's do XRP against XLM. I haven't looked at that either. Because yeah, I mean, pretty similar to be honest. Obviously, XRP as of really the end of the bear market has done a slight outperformance, but nothing overly substantial, I would say. Interesting to say the least. Any thoughts on Circle acquiring Ripple? Yeah, that Circle's not nearly big enough. Ripple's bigger than Circle, so Ripple could acquire Circle, I guess, but I don't think Ripple would do that either. I don't really think that could happen. I don't think Ripple is going to be acquired. I don't think Circle is going to be acquired. XLM is like ETH is to Bitcoin. I don't know if I quite follow that one, but that's probably on me. Let me get out of this XLM chart. I'm done with XLM for now. All right. Go back to the 30-minute chart. See if we can get something interesting. XRP going to 70 cents tonight. It's always overnight. It's crazy. I said it's like literally always overnight. It's like overnight XRP. Elon Musk should acquire Ripple. I agree, Taylor. They're going to take a lot of convincing. Chadwick, thank you so much for the gifted membership, man. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. BlackRock should acquire the world. What's my first price point to take profit? I don't really have that. Like, obviously, if we hit like $10, $15, I'd sell a very small amount to just fund some personal upgrades in my life. But it'd be pretty casual, right? Like, it's not really necessarily something that rigid. Most of my XRP is held for the very, very long term. I really don't plan on selling XRP at really any level in any substantial amount. You know, for me, there's no point in me selling at a price. I say this a lot until XRP does what I think it can do. And that's not necessarily based on a price. That's based on what it achieves in the world, right? So, exactly, peaceful gamer, exactly. Like, here's the thing, like, when you sell, you create a capital gains implication. And that's not the end of the world, right? It's not like you're never going to pay taxes. Like, at some point you have to pay taxes. Like, I hate to say it, but oh, so Caleb and Brown is a broker and they provide custody service through Fireblocks. That's awesome. Firedog says donations to keep this pump going when you're live. Thank you so much, Firedog. Appreciate it, brother. I would love to break 66 on the live stream. I think we could easily get the momentum to do it. Knowing my luck, as soon as I get off the live stream, we'll we'll put in one massive green candle right up here. If you make under 48K, you don't have long-term capital gains tax. That's just in Canada. It's not the United States. The United States, they'll take that capital gains tax as any way possible. That's why you take the loan against it. If you're not paying taxes, you're not making money. Yep. Well, to some degree, right? Like, you still want to make sure you're mitigating them as much as possible. You still want to make sure you're mitigating them as much as possible, right? You don't want to be paying taxes that you don't have to. Oh God. I thought for a minute we were watching the price of Stellar because up in my upper tab it still says Stellar from the last time I pulled it up. So I was like, oh, that'd be so bad if we were watching Stellar and I didn't even realize it was XLM over XRP. But this is the XRP price chart. Let's go back to Fiat Leak. The Russia doc stated that 100 banks were part of RippleNet as of 2023. Yeah, I actually think I've seen a lot of reports that were substantially more than that. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was an old stat as well. Wow, this is one of the craziest XRP streams into the US I've ever seen on Fiat League. Look at that thing. It's like a beam. It's hard. Like, what is the volume right now on XRP? It's like hard for me to like fathom how XRP wouldn't just have one massive spike, like just around the. Wow, we're up on volume too. We're up to 2.5 bill on volume. That's pretty high. That's pretty high. Normally XRP sits around 1.6. We're up to 2.5. The monster. 72 cents by this weekend. Do I look at Velo charts? I certainly could. Certainly could. Take a look at Velo real quick. Yeah, I mean, Velo's tough. Velo's tough because it obviously has yet to find a very long-term substantial bottom. You could argue that this would be the bottom, but I could definitely see it going lower as well. Like, the problem with Velo right now is just like, I'm not convinced, right, this has been the bottom. It very well could be, and I would hope it would be. But like, it doesn't have that long-term chart like XRP where it really shows a defined multi-year bottom. So it's just a lot, not enough price history for me to really make an assessment here. Like, obviously, look, this looks good. Like, this is nice momentum in the short term. I would have to do a lot more fundamental analysis to really put a good opinion on it. For me personally, like, I don't focus that much on the smaller cap coins. Not that Velo is necessarily even a small cap, but I just think so much of the opportunity going forward is going to be in the blue chips, XRP, Bitcoin, I think Flare. We'll see though. One second, guys. I'm pretty, yeah. Whoever said the capital gains thing, it's 44 in the US. And yeah, you said 48. Yeah, it's 44.6. Not that that's a massive difference. No, it's 44.6. Whoever said it was 48. Oh, my bad. All right. I didn't realize that was updated. Awesome. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, I was totally thinking. Yeah, my bad. Good call. Good call. See what else we got. Miss the old Mickle. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, only yeah. No, I was just, I was just thinking I was totally in the mindset that it was 40 or 44. I totally forgot 48 2024. Good call. The Mickle out. I can pull that back. I can pull that back. I kind of forgot. It's so funny because half the people when I pulled it liked the other one more. So it's real 50-50. Tesla Roadster live stream coming soon. I should do a video on taxes. I should do a video on taxes. You're right. I will at some point. I will at some point. It should really be DWP content. It should really be DWP content. Oh, you have your deposit in for the Roadster? That's sick. That's sick. I should do a video on capital gains taxes and short-term capital gains taxes because I really want to do a video on how much you would have to like how lucky you would have to get trading short-term to outperform the short-term capital gains bracket rather than just the long-term one. I think that would be really interesting. It's just that it does so bad on YouTube, unfortunately. It's better content for it's better content and better education for people who I can work with one-on-one. Daniel, thank you, brother. Appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's incredible. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, you're right, Fire Dog. All the different tax brackets would make that more difficult. What's your dream car? Tesla Roadster. Tesla Roadster for sure. Oh yeah, Fiat Leak is moving like crazy. So let me take a look at the other chart real quick. See how much we've moved our way back up. Okay. We're pushing back up to the top of the range. Things look good. Wow, 500 subs. I mean, 500 viewers. Guys, if you're not subbed to the channel, make sure to do that. Would really appreciate all the new subscribers coming in. It's always really fun picking up new people on a live stream. We do these pretty much every single day. It's incredible how amazing this community is who follows me. It's so many positive, optimistic people, and it's just so cool. I think that we really built out most of this community in the middle of the bear market, and now we kind of get to reap the rewards together as we kind of see the vision that we all saw play out in front of us. And I want to go back and just say one more time, huge thank you to Daniel for that donation. It looks like I missed a couple. La Liga with my 8-year-old daughter, Madison, teaching her about XRP. Oh, tell Madison I said hello. That's incredible. That's incredible. We definitely need more women in the finance space. So teach them young, and she's going to be a very smart girl. One of the best lessons I ever got from my grandpa was how to invest. I was reading another comment. So absolutely amazing to start her out young. And education in XRP is like an education in Federal Reserve banking, it's tech, investing in general, charts. You have to learn about cross-border payments, banking. It's absolutely incredible the knowledge you get just from studying one individual investment. So, oh, Neil, you're now subscribed. Thank you so much for coming along, brother. Super, super cool to pick up more people from these live streams. And yeah, we just plan to ramp up education as much as possible. DFIN is right here. Fiat Leak is a data conglomerator. They pull data from multiple different exchanges. So definitely not something you want to trade on. You want to trade on a single exchange's liquidity, or just not trade in general. But some people do trade, and they trade very successfully. It's not my thing. BTC just went green. Thank you so much, Kawaii Girl. It looks like we're about to put in a nice little pump here. This might be our chance to get to 66. This might be our chance to get to 66. Bitcoin just went green. That's going to help. Appreciate the info there, Daniel. Velo data charts. What are Velo data charts? Oh, it's just another view, like another version of trading view. Oh, boom. Okay, interesting. Thank you for that. That's a good resource. It's a good resource. I'm going to stay on TradingView for now just because I'm used to it, but I'll definitely check that out. Appreciate the recommendation there. Mikkel, what's the name of the website you show the background with the price? Fiat Leak. Fiat Leak. Fiat Leak. Fiat Leak. CFC? What about it? How come exchanges have different price ranges? Wouldn't it all be the same price? Because every exchange has different liquidity. Every exchange has different liquidity. So, like, if you say you had your own exchange, and thank you so much, Fire Dog, for that donation. I'll hit that in a minute. This is just a really good question by Bradley. How come exchanges have different price ranges? Wouldn't it all be the same price? Because imagine, Bradley, if you started your own exchange and you only had 100 XRP. If I came in and bought 50 of your XRP, well, you're going to have to go find more XRP, or you know damn well you're about to run out of XRP fast. If someone else on the exchange doesn't feel like making an account somewhere else and they're like, I want 30 XRP, they might have to pay more for that 30 XRP to outbid someone else who also wants 30 XRP, right? You're running out of XRP fast. Therefore, exchanges can have different internal prices on XRP based on the own internal demand on their platform, even though the market rate will ultimately be the going rate, because if the exchange price gets too out of line, people will arbitrage it. So if I can buy cheap XRP somewhere else and then sell it on your exchange because it's trading high because you don't have a lot of XRP, that's going to rebalance the equation to a certain point, and that's arbitrage, right? And there are certain firms that just focus on arbitrage. So the gap in different prices from exchange to exchange is the arbitrage opportunity, or going through and filling all those orders between different exchanges, which ultimately that natural process actually evens out prices from exchange to exchange. So long story short, that's why exchanges have different prices. Firedog said, I would love to see the heat maps from trading lights for XRP. I don't know how to use to Velo chart data are amazing. Do you ever watch Credit Bolster? No, I'll have to check that out though. What do you like about the Velo charts over the Trading View charts? Because me just looking at it, it looks almost like the Velo chart is the Trading View chart. I could be wrong here. It looks like Velo might have Trading View integrated into it. Oh yeah, it is a Trading View chart. So the Velo chart, like, look at this. The Velo chart actually uses Trading View. So if I click on here, chart by Trading View, it brings me to where I was. So maybe I'm missing something here, but I actually think it's the same kind of chart. And I do love the Trading View charts. That's where we're over here. This is Trading View portal by CoinMarketCap, but ultimately I can go straight to Trading View. Sorry. There's a lot going on there. What's the website where all the money moves back and forth? That's 3xrp.dev. Hello from New Zealand. Let's go XRP. Yeah, let's go XRP. Guys, almost 3,000 people watching right now. Absolutely incredible. I want to say thank you so much to everyone joining us tonight. Obviously, it's nice to be able to get together during some positive price momentum. Over the long run, right? This is just the start. Small peanuts in comparison to what I think we get over the long run, but still, it's nice to be able to celebrate some of these early wins before these get overrun by new people who are all here for price action. Come over $1 and stay above. Yeah, we need that. Can I go in now or a no for the long term? What do you mean, Johnny? Oh, Chadwick, are you just looking at the Roadster? Have you not seen the Roadster before? I'll show you the car I want. Yeah, this is the Roadster I want. This is like the dream car. That thing to me is beautiful. Agree to disagree. Some people don't like the electric cars. Next generation auto, Chadwick. No, Auto Express Co. UK. It comes up pretty quickly in Google Images. Johnny, I can't give you financial advice here, but look, man, I always tell people, Johnny, it all depends on what you want to invest, how you want to invest, right? Like, if you're someone who is very worried about day-to-day swings for XRP, then you're going to want to be careful investing in this asset. XRP is a very tricky asset, and anyone who has been investing into XRP will tell you that you've got to be committed to it for the long run. You can't like it really doesn't matter, I believe, what price you buy XRP at in the short term. It's been this price since 2017. So, like, is it a good time to buy XRP? Like, you just need to understand that you're building out a position in an asset that you need to be long-term focused. Because if you look at it this way, right, like, if you could get the average price of XRP now that it's been trading at in this kind of 33 to 65 cent region, like, over the long term, yeah, that does look like a good place to accumulate. But if you're going to panic if XRP pulls back down to 44 cents and wish you didn't buy, right? Like, the people who have been in XRP for the last 8 years, right? Like, that's not something that concerns them in the slightest. Like us OGs, right? Like, our average is all filled out throughout here. So if you're buying XRP right now in the expectation in the next year or two, you could see $10, $15 XRP, then I think averaging in it at this point would make sense to some degree. If you're someone who's going to be very worried on a fluctuation in XRP's price, right? This is the ultimate shakeout asset. This is yeah, holding XRP isn't easy, and I think anyone in the chat can tell you that. So just understand the investment thesis, understand it's a long-term thing, understand that most people here are really waiting for long-term utility to play out, and long-term utility for most people here likely think that's an XRP that is severely undervalued at where it sits right now at 65 cents. But like I said, not your financial advisor. I can be at some point if you want me to, but not without a change in the dynamic between us. Hopefully that helps, though. Awesome, Johnny. I'm glad that helped. I'm glad that helped, man. It's so funny. I go on that tangent, and a lot of people are just saying, buy while you can. That's funny. Imagine buying Apple stock, Tesla stock at below $1. Yeah, Darren Navels. It's so funny. Like, at a fundamental level, Darren, like, that's all it is at a certain day. At the end of the day, right? That's all it is. It's just trying to capitalize on something that has the potential to be a great investment. And you don't have to look too far. You don't have to look at that many stocks in the market, that many different investments over the long run to see that investing in a high quality asset typically does pretty well, right? Like you could have bought Tesla back in 2014 and looked at your investment almost 8 years later and been down 35% and said, this just wasn't a good investment, only to have the next moment you would have been up something like 3,000%. So it's just all about finding these things in the early days, understanding a long-term value and being committed to that holding, right? You can't expect an investment to move on your own accord. Warren Buffett famously said, the markets can stay irrational longer than you can stay rational. So you got to make sure you understand that sometimes you're going to be smarter than the market, and it's going to take the market a long time to figure out what you've already figured out. If you invest like that, if you invest with the understanding that you can profit off being first to an investment, then you leave yourself open to making a lot of profit on the opportunity cost of essentially the market figuring out what you've known the entire time. Now, obviously, there's risk involved because to figure out something early, you have to make assumptions, and you have to make sure those assumptions play out over the long run. I believe a lot of people in the XRP community believe that we think XRP can fill an important role in the financial system going forward as we see mainstream adoption of cryptocurrency. And that's the assumption we're making ultimately for XRP over the long run. Longer than you can stay solvent. Yep. Perfect. Thank you for that. It is longer than you can stay solvent, but it's actually like a little different style of investing, right? It's it's almost my twist on a Warren Buffett quote because it's not necessarily solvent, right? Like you can always stay solvent. You can always stay solvent. Like no one, like that's the one. Like no one here is like doing anything crazy with leverage. They're 100xing into XRP, right? It's all about just holding steady, even when things don't look like things are going to plan. So, has anyone figured out David's riddle with the big number he posted on Twitter? Let's take a look. How long ago did he post it? My friends work at a digital asset assembly plant, and I was very impressed on Monday when they said that their sign said they had no accidents for what 10,010 days. I was less impressed on Wednesday when he said no accident for 10,010 days. Yeah, I don't know. For it sounds like a bad joke to me, but leave it to David Schwartz to be just riddling with bad jokes. David Schwartz, CTO of Ripple. Did someone ask who David Schwartz was? That's funny. Huh. Jason says, I kind of feel bad. Jumped in at 39 cents a month ago. LOL. Sorry you guys waited thus long, but we're all going to be rich. Don't sell. That's fun. You know, like I congratulate anyone who gets into XRP now and builds or at like 30 cents recently and builds a massive position, right? Like more power to you. More power to you. But I guarantee you your position. Well, maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe you just loaded the boat on XRP instantly, but most of the people who have done long-term accumulation, those people are going to have very substantial bags. So one of the things about being early is you have a lot of time to build a position. Confidence. One of the things that's slept on investing. It's really hard to build confidence in a short amount. It takes a long-term time of researching something, really developing a deep knowledge before you can really feel comfortable investing large amounts of money. So I think a lot of people, as their confidence builds in an asset, they're able to allocate more and more capital. And if you're able to build, awesome. I saw your comment. I deleted it just so other people didn't see it. You never want to share the amount you have, especially on a live stream. So definitely not being being a jerk there. I just deleted it so to give you some privacy, but I saw it and that's a great position. Good for you, brother. Good for you, brother. And I don't think you should worry either. Just out of an abundance of caution. Out of an abundance of caution. But congrats, brother. That's awesome. Looks like we're pretty close to 66 tonight. This is going to be one of those live streams. Unfortunately, we're just going to pump all night. And I do have to sleep at some point. Great pump going on right now, though. Great pump. I have almost 700 people in here. Guys, make sure if you're new here, you drop a like on the stream. Would really, really, really appreciate anyone doing that. If you're an OG here, you know how much we appreciate you guys just dropping that like on the stream. Thank you to everyone who does that. Already 66 cents. Where are you seeing that? Mary Cox says, thank you for being there for us on days like this. Love our community. Mary Cox, as much as I love being here on days like this, it's really the days we've been down bad in the market that are my favorite days. Not because I like coming on and seeing people all freaking out and stressed out. But I kind of think my job to a certain degree is just making sure people understand that what they hold in XRP doesn't change based on the short-term price. It's a long-term investment. So I feel the best when I can come on during a crash when everyone's panicking and be able to provide some confidence, right? Like it's definitely fun to be here for times like this. And over the long run, these are obviously going to be the most exciting times. But I remember making videos here, right? Making videos here, like I knew I had to be there for people who were upset with their investment, who were feeling fear, were feeling uncertainty. And like you like everyone feels that to a certain degree, right? Even myself, even someone who's as confident as myself in XRP, even I feel these things at these lower levels. So that's when I really feel a lot of value coming on here and doing these live streams and just making sure people understand that short-term fluctuations in price shouldn't change a long-term thesis in an asset like this. So absolutely love to be here for you with times like this also. But it's really the times where we're down where I really feel an obligation to say, you know what? I need to go out and make some content. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Grunner. Crypto Clay, good to have you. Good to have you fighting with the old lady. Yeah, that's so funny. Me and Liberty. Oh, Crypto Clay, man. That is hilarious. Love to have you here, man. And it's great to be able to sit down and enjoy a pump. Cameron, you're new, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure to sub, man. You'll get more XRP content than you're ready for over here. You found a group of XRP psychos over here. So it's great to have you. Appreciate you being here. And make sure to sub, man. 60 cents is crazy big after its resistance was 65. I guess my switch from ETH to XRP is paying off now. Yeah, there you go, Fire Dog. Yep, absolutely. Zach Rector in the chat. Did I miss him? Where's Zach? Where is Zach? I can't find it. I'm sure he was roasting me. I'm sure he was roasting me. Crypto Clay, thank you so much. Oh man. I can't read that. I can't read that. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Crypto Clay. Where's Rector? Is StreamYard like muting Rector on me? I don't see any. Oh, there he is. I said XRP pumps to 65 cents and Mickle. That's that's so funny. Good to see you, Zach. Hope you're doing well. And tell the wife I said hello. That's so funny. You gotta start checking it out early, Zach. I always tell people you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared. I'll have one of the first roadsters, and I'll take you for a spin in it in Vegas next year. Johnny said, guys, I'm so mad. I literally bought XRP with $500 and the rest of my $500 is in gold. Interesting. XRP to BTC. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Go over to the week chart real quick. Hold up. Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah. XRP to BTC is about to break out. We're literally on the verge of a breakout as we speak. One more tick, and I think we're above it. So, wow. you know, guys, I really pride myself on the fundamental research and kind of game planning, how these things are going to play out. I like technical analysis. I don't consider myself a technical analyst. I'm very upfront about that. But I feel great about the call that this was bottoming. I mean, it seems so obvious, but it's crazy to me that like no one in the community was really paying attention to this. So it's really cool to see that playing out. And you know, it's almost like why these things work fascinates me. Like, I'm not going to speculate on why that happens at the multi-year bottom for XRP on this chart, but it's crazy to me that like famous traders like Peter Brandt were coming out and saying that XRP was going to crash below this level. Like, he came out and said that multiple times, and I'm just sitting there thinking, I was like, this is like the worst time to call this. Like, you'd want to call the crash up here. Like, that's when I would, like, if XRP, right? Like, if XRP ultimately goes like this, like, I'm going to be calling for a pullback up here. And, you know, I don't think that's really like a crazy thing to be calling for. Like, historically, this has been kind of a topping place for XRP against Bitcoin. Doesn't mean necessarily it's going to be a 90% retracement, but it's so funny to me that people would be calling, like famous traders too, calling like a bottoming zone, being like, this is where it dies. It's like, it's such a bad time. It's such a bad time to have that take. Whatever, though. Whatever. Okay. Looks like we're right around the corner from 66. Let's go over to Fiat Leak real quick. How much does Tesla Roadster cost? Probably not cheap. The XRP Beaky Blinder, good to see you. Smash the likes. Really appreciate that, Crypto Clay. We're almost on a record on X right now. We almost have 3,000 people watching on X, which is incredible. I'll put it in dark mode. Oh, I think I have to go to Trading View to view in dark mode. Apologies for that. I keep everything in dark mode, and for some reason, when I'm charting, I prefer it not in dark mode. Trading View XRP has been losing a bit of momentum. Let me take a look. I'll go over to Trading View too, so I can go into dark mode. Don't want to be blinding people. I've always remembered this setting being in some weird place. Oh, man. I hate when it's like annoying to find a setting. Like, there's nothing more annoying than just not knowing where a setting is. Especially when I've seen it a million times. All right. Well, I'll find it eventually. I don't think it's losing momentum. Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, yeah, that's crazy. We got a bit of a divergence between a big divergence between Trading View and Fiat Leak. Yeah, Fiat Leak is typically higher. All right, guys, I got to jump. I got to get some sleep tonight. Really appreciate you guys all for coming. Daniel Ranger, La Liga, Fire Dog, Crypto, Chadwick, Jeffrey, Chadwick again, Robinson, Toasted, Think Space, Mary Cox. Thank you guys all so much for their donations. You guys are absolutely incredible. Obviously, hopefully we wake up tomorrow, and the pump is still going. Things are looking incredible. At the end of the day, I said this already, but a lot of what we're watching, I really think, is noise on the price chart. Over the long run, right? This is all just small peanuts in comparison to what's around the corner, but it's still so nice to be able to celebrate these small wins. I think in the near future, there's going to be a lot of new people added to this community, a lot of new people learning about XRP, a lot of people who are here purely because of price momentum. And I'm really glad, at least for the time being, we were able to build out a lot of this prior to all those people kind of running in. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. You guys are all absolutely incredible. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll do the 12 to 12 live stream. Got 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much for coming. For now, Mikkel out.